New media is ultimately the leading media in the world. It is described by many as a concept that refers to content available online that can be accessed from any digital device that usually has interactive user feedback and creative participation. Examples of new media include websites, online newspapers, magazines, wikis, video games, and social media. Digital media is the wave maker for both citizen and celebrity journalism. Celebrities are now running their own PR online. The likes of South African house DJ Ziphora runs her own blog. In August 2015, she published and disclosed her reasons for breaking up with her baby daddy, award-winning artist eNCA. The response from the audience caused a major online controversy amongst their fans and Bonang Matheva's fans. The most common of this kind of media is the social media. Social networks are the latest news drivers, the most popular of them all being Facebook and Twitter. These social platforms are able to share links of stories that anyone can simply click on and explore. They are so great that even songs are written about them. Born in the Mpumalanga province where the sun rises, my name is Ziphora Radebe and I'm a student journalist from the coal city here in South Africa. Join me as I take a look how new media affects my community. The most portable device you can find to gain access online is a mobile device. This creates the urge on young people to feel compelled to owning smartphones from a very tender age. Karabo Mashilwane is a 13-year-old grade 7 scholar who has had to own a smartphone at a very young age.
I had my smartphone when I was doing grade 4. I was 10 years old by then. So it's about 3 years.
Why do you think you needed a smartphone?
I needed a smartphone because I wanted to chat with my friends. I always saw my friends having cell phones and I also influenced my parents to get me one.
How do you think online media or digital media affects you?
It has... I don't know how to put this. It has prevented me from doing my house chores, homework, studying, and etc.
Although some newspapers felt the need to be present online, the emergence of new media has hampered on employment, production, and sales of national and local newspapers. Jerry Mbenyane was born in a time when media was just print. He has had the opportunity to witness media transforming with technology to digital media. With an installed Wi-Fi in his home, he admits he no longer buys the newspaper but reads his news online.
Sunday time of eCitizen.
Now you read your news online?
Yeah, now. Currently, I spend most of the time reading my news online. That's what I'm doing.
And I hear you also have Wi-Fi. What makes
yeah.
to install Wi-Fi?
Yeah, because I'm using that for internet. Yeah, that's the reason of using Wi-Fi. I'm using it for internet.
Ngicabanga ukuthi abantwana bakhe ba-affect kanjani i-Wi-Fi la endlini?
I don't know Wi-Fi much in a negative side, but I know it much more on a positive side. So to say, it helps my kids also in the technology stuff, you know. So this is how I know it. Okay. I don't know it. Should I know that maybe there's any negative side, I can even take it out. Because according to me, I want them to comply with a new technology.
Fanisile Nkuna is a journalist for a local newspaper in my area, and she tells us the reasons the newspaper had to appear online and what impact the new media has had on them as a local community newspaper.
Social media has helped us a lot as local journalists because now we are able to break news on Facebook and Twitter, and our consumers don't have to always wait for a weekly paper or a daily paper for them to get news. They can just log on to our Facebook page or Twitter page and they can get every single news feed that is possible. So it helps in that regard. If you're caught out on an accident, you are able to tweet about it, upload pictures on Facebook, and let people be aware of what is happening. But on the same breath, it is a disadvantage because now journalists rush to break news without checking the facts. It's hearsay. People say there was a person that died on the eNCA and everyone rushes there and people are saying he died because of a poison infection or whatnot, but actually it's an accident. So in that instance, it reduces the credibility of news, and we as journalists are now seen as shwa-shwi gossipers and not people that actually provide facts and the real story behind it. So if we can just rectify that as journalists, where we need to double check our facts, no matter the deadline, no matter what the editor says, breathing on our necks because the story has to be out, but always check your facts at all times. But because of new media now, people are able to save money. Everyone has a smartphone, everyone has access to the internet. So in that regard, it reduces price, what can I say? It reduces where people cannot be able to buy newspapers because now they're able to log on to eNCA.com and read a certain story or log on to their Twitter than going and buying the Sowetan because it might be expensive.
So how does the new media impact on the sales of newspapers?
If I speak on my side, on our paper, sales have decreased in a sense where now people opt to read our news online. Hence now it's better to provide teasers to say accident on the eNCA, buy the paper on Thursday. That's much more simpler because sales have decreased. New media is taking over. Let's be factual about that. Print is not dying, but people now opt to go online to read news, social media specific, than buying the paper rather.
Digital media has so many positive impacts on our lives, such as being able to access news and information instantly regardless of when and where we are. People are able to share and communicate live ideas. People are able to share content. Lost content can be restored. Those who care can stay and keep in touch with others, even gain advice and instruction. But this concept comes with its downsides, such as its hampering on socialization. Digital media affect you. Ntabiseng Mabena is always glued to a screen at any opportunity she gets. Her level of socializing with friends and family in person has decreased due to social networks.
Not pay attention to a lot of stuff that people are telling me, especially my parents, and I procrastinate a lot.
How does that affect your relationship with friends and family?
It affects my relationship with friends and family in a way that most of the time, like when my parents want to have a discussion with me, I don't pay attention because most of the time I pay maybe like 95% time on my phone other than listening to whatever that they say.
Okay, and how do they take it?
Not good actually, because they sometimes end up like they want to take my phone away from me, like they want to cut my phone credit allowance. So yeah, they're not really happy about me paying most of my attention on social media, social network.
This is how this local tech shop looks like in the mornings. But this is how it looks like from after school till late. Reason being, free Wi-Fi is provided. Dani is the owner of this local tech shop in this area, and to her, the more people are on her free Wi-Fi, the more popular her shop gets and the more business develops. So how do you think it has helped them?
I think the internet helps them a lot. Ask her. They whole day here. They play whole day on my internet here, free.
Alright, how do you think it has benefited your business?
I think it's good.
The sales are going up?
Yeah, I think it's good hoor.
It makes you popular?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, definitief hoor.
Quickly. Limited time today.
Unlike the previous years when news stories were broadcasted once on television, those same stories can now be taken and be repackaged onto YouTube, shared on Facebook or Instagram, and that way they are granted endless life and can be reached at any time and any day online. The new trend in the religion field is of course the ability for pastors and churches to be granted airtime on channels where anyone can watch their live ministering and miracle performances, which in return generates large crowds and draws attraction and attendance to those relevant churches. A community priest, Pastor P. Bilwane, shares with us how the new media affects him and his community.
It's important that as people we recognize the times that we live in. There was a time when writing letters was the in thing. The post office, everyone knew that for you to get anything, it has to be through the post office. And then the email came in. It was first with the businesses, and then eventually even individuals starting having personal emails. And the same thing with cell phones. And I think living in the times that we're living in, being current, makes me as a pastor to appreciate digital media, to appreciate like what we're doing, screening our songs, the announcements and so on, and even as desiring for more, because it's not only old people that we have in the church, we have young people. And young people are on Facebook, are on Twitter, Instagram, what's the other one? WhatsApp. What's the other one? The one that you will develop soon.
Twitter.
Okay, I've mentioned Twitter. They are on all those platforms. And it is therefore important, though at the same time, it's also important to know how to put controls in place, because you can have those things and then things go out of control. So it's better for you to have a better understanding of these things first before you can get yourself involved in them. Okay. As far as maybe other churches, I'm not under pressure to do anything, because I understand my mission. And I understand that whatever that I do, improving by day, by month, I'm able to reach the type of people that I have to reach. We're called to different missions, to different fields. The people that I have to reach, the means of reaching them may not be like reaching people in America. Right now, I'm reaching local people. I'm not reaching people in America. Yes, one day I'll have a TV ministry, but before I can have a TV ministry, I need to reach local people. I don't know if that answers. I'm not under any pressure to do anything.
All right.
Yes.
So far for you, the digital media affects you as a pastor in a positive way?
Yes. It
Nothing
actually
negative.
adds value.
All right.
It adds value to whatever that I'm doing. This very yesterday, I was communicating with my senior pastor who is in America. We're able to, within a space of 30 minutes, we exchanged how many emails.
New media is a unique form of producing easy accessible content that has taken the world by storm. It impacts on the lives of viewers and communities on a daily basis. Stories with credit are posted online, hard-hitting interviews are streamed online, links to trends on Twitter are shared and are to be monitored by journalists. Viewers are no longer restricted to a single airing. This is due to the fact that stories have received new life online, where recording and transmission allow content to be seen by people all over the globe. For a media practitioner at this day and age, there is no greater sleep than knowing that your work is seen and is received across borders, oceans and seas. But when facing reality, the new media is the real deal.